Hello, I'm Dr. Susan Sanders, the Chief Nurse Executive at IEE, and I want to show you how to submit an application for GlobalBridge, the healthcare worker certificate that you would need for a nursing visa. Go to the website, myiee.org, and slide over to For Individuals and select then Nursing. There's some information here about GlobalBridge, but as an individual, you will go ahead and select I'm an individual. More information here about GlobalBridge. And then you have a choice to make. Do you already have a credentials evaluation and a license report from a board of nursing? Have you already taken the NCLEX? Then you would then select the GlobalBridge for Nursing Visa because you do not need that additional license evaluation. The first few tabs will take you through the information that we need for your report. So I'm just going to go ahead and enter some of my information, not all of it completely truthful, of course, because my date of birth I'm not going to give you. I'll tell you the day and the month, but the year you have to guess that on your own. So we'll just say 2000. And then you just continue to complete all of the specified information tabs that are noted in red. There are some optional, but we must have all of those that are noted by the red asterisks. You would then complete your mailing address. You would then complete your phone number, and carry on with the application. And you would select the type of evaluation. You want the GlobalBridge. You already have the credentials evaluation report, and you tell us what state authorized you to test for the NCLEX. So if you sent your credentials evaluation and had your authorization to test for the state of Florida, for instance, that's what you would select. Then your documents need to be in English. And so if you have those already in English, you just select that. I suspect you've already done the English translation if that was needed. So we'll just carry on with that. And then as you move on, it talks about the timeline for the GlobalBridge report. We do not do the expedited at this time, so it is a standard 10-day turnaround as long as your documents are all verified. And by verified, we mean that they all pass inspection and we have everything that we need. And then you can expect your report within 10 days. We do ask some information about your education here, and we want you to add that information by just selecting Add a Credential. And for purposes of this demonstration, I'm just going to say, I was educated in the UK. We'll put that in here. My type of diploma. This is my high school diploma, and it was just the ABC institution. And then it was an A diploma, but it was not a nursing credential, so I'll select that. My name as it appears on the credential is Susan Sanders, and the year that I attended was from, say, 2012 to 2016, and I did complete it. Now I'm going to upload scans of my documents. Again, you've already had your credentials evaluation done, so all you need to do is upload scans of your documents. And I'm just going to select a recent file of my high school diploma here. I'll upload that and I'll save that. Oops, I forgot to put the year I was awarded my document, my diploma. So I had to add that and then save that. The application will help you through if you've missed something, just like I did. Next, I'm going to tell you where I went to nursing school. And the country again will say that I went to the UK. I had a higher education or university degree. The name of the institution you'll put here, your certificate. I have a BSN. And yes, this was a nursing credential. And how did my name appear on that credential? And what years did I attend? So if I finished high school in 16, I went to college in 17, and I finished college in 21. And yes, I did complete, and I will have to put in uh, the year it was awarded because I missed that last time. Now, you have some choices here, and the only option that it gives you is that your institution will be sending documents, but we already know that those documents have been done, and we will see either your credential evaluation from IEE, or we will see your credential evaluation from CILNI or True Merit. So just click My institution will be sending those, because if we already have those, we won't need those again. And we will then move forward with adding the credential if we need any more. But since we are ready to move forward, we can go to next. And my native language is English. You'll put your native language there. The country of your birth is important just for some of the boards and for the immigration system. And you must upload a passport photo. Now, this can't just be your driver's license or your passport. It has to be a photo. So I would select then my photo, upload it. It's a passport photo, and I move on then from that. Now, if I wanted to upload my resume, I could, and that's done here, but it's not required. And then if I have changed my name through marriage or something different, then I would have to add another name here so that we can be sure to be able to track all of the names that you've been under. And have you been a licensed nurse? Well, yes, I've been a licensed nurse. And it asks me, where have I been licensed? So I was educated in the UK. I was licensed in the UK. And the NMC is the licensing institution in the UK. My license was issued in, let's say, March of 25. It expires in July of 25. And then my license number I put in here. It's very important to know whether there's been any disciplinary actions on your license, and you would answer that truthfully here, because we will be checking with the NMC to see if that is in fact the case. If I had another nursing license, I would include it here, but since I don't, I'm going to go on and look at my credentials because of my education language. So the language of instruction in the UK was English. The language of my textbooks was English in high school. My second degree, my BSN, then it was also in English, and my language of textbooks was English. We have to be able to provide proof of English proficiency. You'll have to have an English proficiency exam unless you were educated in certain countries like Canada, the US, the UK. So if this is not applicable to you, you would put not applicable. There's also an option to select which test you did take, but not applicable to me. My score is not applicable, so there's really, I didn't take the exam, but you have to fill in something. So just go ahead and put in that information, because then we'll go back and double check all of that information. Also, if you have a U.S. Social Security number, you would enter that here, or if you don't have the Social Security number, you would select I don't have, and continue to next. Then you determine where you want this report delivered. We do send an email report. So choose your method, and email delivery does not cost extra. Where do you want it sent? I'm going to have it sent to me, and it is that Global Bridge report. If you have somebody else, a recruiter that you work with, you can add a recipient there, and then you would select next. And you get to review everything that you've entered here and move on then to the pricing. And that is then when you would move to uh, the pay screen. The cost was $6.95. Since I use a credit card, it's going to pay me charge me a transaction fee, and then I can check out. I have to agree to the terms and then pay. So that's the way that you complete the application. We do have access to customer service. You can use a chat or a WhatsApp app. You can contact them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week if you have any questions. So I hope this helps, and I look forward to seeing your applications very soon. Thanks for joining me.